What is unique about Dublin? I would say, as cliche as it is, but I think people's friendliness. Not many places would you walk down the street, I still do it, my mum always used to do it, I still do it, and you would just like smile at a randomer.
Oh, there are so many unique things about Dublin, but for me, it's the characters, particularly that run the businesses and the independent stores, that really make it special for me.
To me, what's unique to Dublin is the Dubs, the GAA. Walking into town before the games is magic. I mean, there's blue jerseys walking all over the city centre. Myself and my old man would have gone in for a few pints into a place like Grogan's, into Keogh's, and then taken a stroll up O'Connell Street. Thousands of blue jerseys, all singing the same song. It's an experience like no other.
I think mine is that you can never be bored. There's always something that you can do. Like if you're in the city on your own, there's somewhere you can go, whether it's a museum or a park or something, you're always going to be able to do something.
I love it in the rain. Dublin in the rain at night has this lovely kind of texture to it. And it feels like, it's like glitter rain, and that on the cobblestones I think is lovely, and you get this air of kind of magic. I know, I'm a romantic type of dude.
I was actually shooting a show in here in City Centre in Dublin recently, and the cameraman was always like to me, "Adrian, look up." So we were walking through all these like side streets and everything, and I just noticed that the architecture in Dublin is incredible. So if you're in Dublin City Centre, just look up.
What I think is unique about Dublin is the absolute crack and banter you can have in Dublin. My favourite memory of Dublin was probably my first ever gay pride I went to, because I was just like a new gay out in the scene. I'm like, oh my gosh, what is this? And it was just so, it was like, it was just so much like passion and colour in one place that it like overtook me, and I couldn't believe like this was a scene I've never been into before. And like that moment for me is when I really knew, like, you know, I'm gay. You know, it's so cliche, but like in that moment I was kind of like, geez, I felt accepted, because a lot of people were like me in the same place.
What makes Dublin unique to me is us, the people who live in Dublin. I think there's no place like it. I love to travel, but no matter what city I go to, there's no place like home. And I think that's what makes Dublin special.
To me, Dublin is unique because it is just the perfect size. I mean, I've lived in London for over a year, it was far too big. I went on Erasmus to Toulouse, it was too small. So for me, Dublin is just the absolute perfect size in terms of, you know, there's enough culture, enough things to do, amazing bars, amazing restaurants, but then it's still small enough to, you know, run into old schoolmates in that bar on South William Street. So I love the size of Dublin.
What do I think is special about Dublin? It's the community. It's the businesses that have been there in the city centre for years, and everybody knows each other, everybody supports each other. That's Dublin.